Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to second PU Computer Science online classes. And in last class, we already completed some important concept from SQL commands, maybe the meaning of SQL, history, SQL architecture, and some of the command like DDL and the DML, and also the data type of the SQL and some operators in SQL commands, that are arithmetic operators, logical operators, relational or the comparison operator, and operator used to negate condition, and also the last thing about SQL expressions. And after completing, let's the next thing in our SQL command, the next thing about our SQL constraints. We know the full form of the SQL, structured query language, and now the meaning of the constraint. The constraint are the rules. So whatever the rules we are applying on table, on data column, so such one is called as the constraint. So the constraint are the rules and enforced or applied on data columns or on table. Correct? No? Why? Because we are in SQL commands, and in SQL commands, by using the table, we are going to perform some of the operations, maybe the create operation, delete operation, update operation, modification, alter, drop operation, whatever is there, we are going to by applying everything by using the table. So such constraint applied or enforced on data column, that is called as on table, and these constraints are used to limit the type of data that can go into the table, how the data is going. Why? Because here also while going to enter data into the table, we using some of the constraint. The constraint is the type of data go into a correct manner into the table. So this constraint ensures the accuracy and reliability of the data in the database. So what about the accuracy and reliability? We know the meaning of the accuracy, without any mistake and going to enter very quick manner is called as the accuracy, and reliability means repeating, that means the repetitive task. Clear this point here? Maybe you want to enter some more information, maybe you want to make some changes in the information, so we can perform all those tasks repetitively. So we can say that the constraint ensures the accuracy as well as the reliability of the data in the database. Now the constraint could be are two levels. So the levels are, one is the table level and second one is called as the column level. Now let's, what's the meaning of the table level constraint and the column level constraint? The meaning of the column level constraint means that such column level constraint are applied only to one column of a table. Clear this point here? Maybe in table many columns are there, example 5 columns are there, but the constraint rules applying or applied only to one column of a table, that is called as the column level. Okay, kya? The column level constraint. Now the meaning of the table level constraint. The meaning of the table level constraint, we can say that here the table level constraint are applied to the whole column, that means your whole table. Clear? So how many columns are there in a table, such constraint are going to apply to all the fields or all the column available in the table. So that is called as the table level constraint. Clear the meaning? What about the column level and table level? Column level means such constraint are applied only to one column of a table, but the table level constraint means the maybe whatever the constraints are there, such constraint are applied to the whole table. Clear this point here? Now let's some of the example for the constraint. So the following are some of the example or some of the constant available in the SQL. So some of the constant available in the SQL are, the first thing is about the SQL primary key, and second the foreign key, that is called as the referential integrity, and the third thing we can say about our not null, and the next one is the unique key, and last one is the check constant. So some of the example for the constant we can say, some of the example are the primary key, foreign key, not null, and the check constant and the unique key, all are the examples. Now let's, before going to discuss all those example one by one, first of all let's see the next meaning about why, because the constant can be defined into two ways. So the ways are, one is the column level definition and second one is the table level definition. Why? Because we know that the SQL constant can be defined into two ways. So the first one is the column level definition, and you already know the meaning of the column level definition. So what's the meaning of the column level definition? So we can say that the constant can be applied, correct? No, the constant can be applied or specified immediately after the column definition. When you are going to use the column name, on that time only we are applying some of the rules. Maybe the rules are the primary key, any rules going to apply to the column, maybe the primary key column rules, maybe the foreign key unique key columns rule, or maybe the not null or the check constant going to apply to the one column of a table, that is called as the column level definition. So clear the meaning? Why? Because the constant can be specified or applied after the column, that means whenever the column going to define, on that time only immediately after the column definition. So this is called as the column level definition. Now let's the meaning of the table level definition. So the constant can be specified or applied after all the columns are defined. How many columns are there in the table? After writing, okay, yeah, all those column of the table, laterwards we are going to define some of the constant to each column, that is called as the table level definition. So clear the meaning of the column level and the table. Why? Because the table level means the constant can be specified or applied, okay, after all the columns are defined in the table. So this is called as the table level definition. Now after knowing the meaning of the table level definition, column level definition, and some of the example of the constant, now we are going to discuss the first thing about our SQL primary key. Okay, the SQL primary key, this is the first example of the constant. So what about the SQL primary key and what's the constant or the rules applying in our SQL primary key? So the SQL primary key define, or the constant defines that a column or combination of columns which uniquely identifies each row or record in the table. So what's the meaning of this one? Why? Because whatever the value we are enter in each column or in combination of the column, such value not going to repeat again and again, by which only one value can be used. Okay, no repetition can, no duplication can. Maybe when you are going to enter maybe any value by using one column, you are going to use the value as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means here whatever the value I use, such value not going to repeat. So this is the rules about our primary key, SQL primary key. So clear this point here. Why? Because this constant defines that maybe in one column or the combination of the columns which uniquely identify each record in the table. Okay, so whatever the value we are using, such value going to repeat only once. So this is the constant about the primary key. Now let's some of the syntax going to apply in our primary key constant, or we can say about to define the primary key at column level, and second syntax about to define the primary key at table level. So before going to know all those syntax here about our table level syntax, let's the explanation about our to define primary key at column level. Why? Because we know that such syntax going to apply only to one column of a table. So how we are using this syntax here? So we can say that the syntax going to apply as the column name, data type, constant underscore name, and the primary key. Clear this point here? Why we using such a syntax? Why? Because this syntax shows about to define primary key at column level. Okay, just only such syntax or the such constant applying only to one column of a table. So which column it going to apply? We need to write the name of the column and what's the data type it used by the column here, and the constant underscore name and the primary key here. Now after completing the primary key at column level, now let's the next syntax that is about to define primary key at table level. We know the meaning of the table level. Why? Because whatever the rules or the constant applied, that is going to apply to whole column of a table. So how many columns are there in the table? To every column it going to apply such a rules, and the rule is the primary key rules. We know the meaning of the primary key rules. Why? Because which uniquely identifies each record in the table. So this is the rules of the primary key. So let's, what about the syntax? How the syntax we are going to write? So to define primary key at table level, so the syntax is the constant underscore name. By using the square bracket we need to write and the primary key, and after the primary key the next thing, open the parenthesis bracket, column underscore name 1 comma column underscore name 2. So how many columns are there? Why? Because I used all those dots. So how many columns are there in the table? Every column name we are going to use, okay, in our syntax here. So this is just only the syntax, and later we can say that why? Because here just only the one column name we are using in our column level constant, but in our table level constant how many columns are there in the table? Every column going to use. So we can say that in this case here the column name 1 comma column name 2 are the name of the columns, and all those columns which define the primary key. Clear this point here? Which define the primary key. And maybe the one thing in this syntax, the thing is about the constant underscore name. Okay, the constant underscore name, whatever the syntax within the bracket, such a syntax, the syntax is the constant underscore name is the optional. If you want you can use in the while going to create the table, and if you don't want you can leave it. So we can say that the syntax within bracket. Why? Because in our column level also I used the syntax, that is the in square bracket I used constant underscore name, and in our table level also I used the syntax in a square bracket, that is the constant underscore name. So this syntax within the bracket, that is the constant underscore name is the optional. So clear the syntax about our primary key at column level and the primary key at the table level. Now let's, after completing some of the syntax in our primary key, column level and the table level, now let's the next thing about our the primary key at column level. This is the example how we are going to create the table, how we are using the constant of primary key constant. Okay, here. So we can say that why? Because we know that every time the table going to create by using the syntax like our create table. So here I am going to start by using the syntax create table, and the table name is the employee. Okay, and such a table using some of the columns are ID number, and in bracket in parenthesis I used the 5, that is the length of the column, and here I am using the primary key. So we can say that this primary key rules applying just only to one column of a table, the name of the column, that is called as the ID. Clear this point here? It is the name of the column, the column name is the ID, and whatever I used after the ID, that is the number, that is called as the data type. Okay, the data type of the column we need to use with the column name and also the size of the column, the length of the column, and this column applying one constant. The constant is called as the primary key. And after completing, the second column name is the name, and the data type it used, that is the character, and later next one is the size of the column, and the third column name is the department, DEPT I used here. So DEPT, and the data type is the char, and also the size is the 10 of this column here, and later next one, the next column is the age, and it used the data type. The data type is the number. Why? Because we know that age going to use in number like maybe 10, 20, 30, 40. So it used the data type as the number, and the size of the column, that is the 2. Any number we can use, depend on you how much length you want for the column. And later next one, the next column is the salary, and it also used the data type as the number. Okay, maybe 40,000, 30,000, 20,000, any data type, anything it going to accept as in number. And in case you want to make some fractional, maybe 40,000.00, on that time we need to use the data type as the decimal. Clear this point here? So the decimal, and later next one, next column name of the employee table, that is the city, and it also used the data type as the char. Clear this one? And when you know that when you are using the char means it accepting only one character, and when you are using the varchar, it going to accept the letter in a group manner. Okay, in a group of order, it going to accept the letter here. But in case of the city, it just only accepting one character. So it is just only one simple example for our primary key, and later whatever the we can say that, so whatever the bracket we open, such bracket going to close here, and then we using the semicolon. Clear this point here? Why? Because I already said before going to say the example about our primary key, the constant underscore name is the optional. So in this example I didn't use the constant underscore name, but in second example I used the constant underscore name here. So in this the last final, we can say that about this employee table, how many columns are there? The ID, name, department, age, salary, city. So total 6 columns are there in table employee, and we used the column name with their data type and also with their size. Clear this one? So this is one example for our primary key at column level. Okay, why? Because we know that the column level means such constant, the constant is the primary key applying only to one column of a table employee. The column name is the ID. Clear? And later let's the second example for our primary key, but by using the constant underscore name. So first of all I am going to start by using the syntax or the command like our create table command. So the create table, and the table name is the employee, and later next one opening of the parenthesis bracket, and ID is the name of the column, and we know that the number is the data type, and 5 is the length of the column, the size of the column. And later next one about our constant, the constant underscore name, any name you can use. So simply I used the EMP underscore ID underscore PK. It is not necessary to use. So any constant underscore name we can use. Clear this point here? So instead of this one you can use, for example, EMPI. Otherwise you can use EMP. No any effect to the table. Okay. So EMP underscore ID underscore PK, and later next one is about our primary key. Clear this point? So the difference to our first example and to the second example, in first example the constant underscore name is not that, but in our second example I used, okay, the constant underscore name, the constant underscore name EMP underscore ID underscore PK, and applied the rules. The constant is the primary key, that means which uniquely identify each record in the table, and some of the columns, whatever the columns I need in the employee table, all those columns I return. Clear? So the name, char 20, comma department char 10, comma age number 2, comma and the salary number 10, comma and city char 10. Then I opened the parenthesis bracket. So such parenthesis bracket closed by using the semicolon. So when you are pressing the enter button after completing all those in correct manner, on that time it going to, when you are pressing the enter button on that time only we will get the message. The message is the table created. Clear this point here. So this is the rules about our primary key. Next thing, after completing the primary key, why? Because we know that the constraint about the primary key which uniquely identifies each record in a table. Now after that the next example in our constraint, the second example name is the foreign key or referential integrity. We already know the meaning of the foreign key. The foreign key is a field or column in a table that matches the primary key column of another table. Why? Because we know that two tables are there. In one column the such name of the key is taken as the foreign key or defined as the foreign key. In another table the same name is defined as the primary key. So this is the meaning of the foreign key. So we can say that a foreign key can be used to cross-reference table. So in this case, in our foreign key or the referential integrity, this constraint defines or ensures that here any column referencing the primary key in another table. Maybe some doubt, why? Because I started any column referencing primary key in another table. Let's in simple way or in very easy way we can say that here it established the relationship between two columns in the same table or maybe between two columns by using different tables. So this is the meaning of the foreign key. Clear this point here. Why? Because we can say it going to establish the relationship maybe by using two columns, and such column we are going to use in the same table, or maybe such two columns are going to use by using different tables. And we can say in other way, for a column to be defined as the foreign key, it should be defined as the primary key in another table. Correct? No? So the same thing whatever I said. Why? Because the foreign key is a field in relational table that matches the primary key in another table in another column, or we can say that maybe if any key is defined as a foreign key, such key only defined as a primary key in another table. So this is the meaning about our foreign key and the referential integrity. Now let's the next thing about our this syntax to define the foreign key at table level. Clear this point? Why? Because we know the meaning of the table level. Such constant apply to the all columns. Correct? No? Yeah. So to define the foreign key at table level. So how we are using the syntax? The syntax is the opening of the square bracket, constraint underscore name, closing of the square bracket, foreign key, then opening of the parenthesis, column underscore name, closing of the parenthesis, references, and later next one the referenced underscore table underscore name, opening of the parenthesis, column underscore name, closing of the parenthesis, and the semicolon. Why? Because in our foreign key I am using two table. Why? Because in example I am going to use two table. The one table name I am using as the product, and second table name I am used as the order underscore item. Clear this point here? So we can say that. Why? Because in this example I want to tell two tables are there. The one table is the product and second table is called as the order underscore name, and I am using the constant about our foreign key. So we know the constant about the foreign key. For a column to be defined as a foreign key in one table and such key only defined as a primary key in another table which it going to refer here, or we can say that it established the relationship between two columns in the same table or between two columns by using different tables. So this is the constant or the rules about our foreign key. Now let's, by using the example, we are going to complete the meaning of the foreign key. Why? Because I already said two tables are that. The table name is the, one is the product and second table name is called as the order underscore item. So this example shows about the foreign key at column level. Clear this point here? The foreign key at the column level. So this is the example for the column level. Why? Because here just only I am going to make or create the relationship between one column from one table and by using the another column from the another table. Just only two columns going to make the relationship. So first of all it going to start the create table product. Clear this point here? Why? Because two tables are there. Now I am just starting the first table, that is the create table product here, and later next one such product table having some of the columns. The columns are, before going to use the columns, opening of the parenthesis product underscore id number of size, that is the 5, and later maybe if in case you want to use any constant you can use the constant also. So in this example I used the constant as the constant pd underscore id underscore pk, and later next one is the primary key. So what about the primary key? That means whatever the value we are using in product underscore id, such value not going to repeat. So this is the meaning about our primary key. Clear this point here? And later next one is about after that we can say that the next thing about the product underscore name and name and char 20, it is the second column of the product, and the third column supplier underscore name, and the data type is the char and size is the 20, the length of the column, okay, the size of the column, and later the fourth column name, that is the unit underscore price, and the data type used by our unit price as a number, and the size is the 10. Then one more floor bracket, that means the parenthesis bracket I am closing, and then the semicolon on that term. When you are pressing the enter button, it going to display the table created, that means the product table. It not going to show the product table, just only the table created. And after creating the table, and again one more table we want to create, and in this table also the another table name is the order underscore item I am going to create, and in this table also I am using the one column, the column name as the product underscore id. Clear this point here? Maybe other column, the product underscore name, supplier underscore name, unit underscore price I am not going to use. Maybe if you are using, no any problem in order underscore item also, but just only here I want to show the example of the foreign key, that is called as the referential integrity. And after creating the product table as well as the order underscore item table, why? Because we know that in order underscore item table we already used one column, the column name is the product underscore id. If you want, use the same column name in our order underscore item, otherwise you can use the other column name also, no any problem, okay. And after completing these two table, and later words I am going to use the query. The query I am using as the select p dot product underscore id, comma p dot product underscore name, comma p dot unit underscore price, whatever the columns are there in our product table, okay, such one I am using. So just by using, why? Because here two tables are there, so just to identify all those columns from which table I used p dot product underscore id, p dot product underscore name, and comma p dot unit underscore price, comma p dot supplier underscore name, and later next one is about from product p, comma order underscore items, Oh, clear this point. So two tables are there. I am going to make the relationship between the columns of a table. So I am using the column of a table, that is the product underscore ID. So in second line I written as the from product P, comma order underscore items O, and I am using the condition. Why? Because I am establishing the relationship between two columns by using different tables. Okay. So where O dot product underscore ID is equal to P dot product underscore ID. That means we created the relationship between two columns by using different tables. So this is the meaning about our foreign key. Clear this point here? So just only to make the relationship, establishing the relationship between one table column to the another table column. So this is the rules about our foreign key. So clear the meaning of the foreign key. What about the foreign key in this case here? So we can say that why? Because the foreign key also called as the referential integrity, and why? By using the one column can be defined as foreign key in one table, and the same column should be need to define the primary key in another table. And we know that why? Because this example shows that we created one table. The table name is the product, and such a table have some of the columns, and in our another table, the another table name is the order underscore item, and such table also containing some of the column, but in our order underscore item I used the column that is the product underscore ID. Clear this point here? And after creating these two tables, laterwards I established the relationship between the one column of a table to another column of a table, but in another table I am used as the primary key. Clear this point? So where O dot product underscore ID is equal to P dot product underscore ID. So in this way we can create the relationship, establishing the relationship between two columns, okay, by using the different tables. So this is about our foreign key. And after completing the foreign key, let's the next thing about our not null constant. Okay, kya? The third example. Why? Because the constant, the first constant is the primary key, second one is the foreign key, that is called as the referential integrity, and the third one is called as the not null. So whatever the constant applying or applying in our not null constant, so we can say that the not null constant ensures that all the rows, clear this point here, all the rows contain a definite value for the column. That means not null. Whatever the value we are using in each column of a table, for to which column we applying the rules as a not null constant rules here, to such column we need to enter the values, okay, which is specified as not null, which means a null value is not allowed. So what do you mean by a null value? The meaning of the null value, missing value, blank value. Maybe instead of, if you are using 0 or maybe if you are using minus, it is not called as the null value. Why? Because the null value is different than 0 and a field that contain a spaces, anything here. So we can say, but the most important constant, the constant name is the not null. Clear this point? I am telling about the not null constant. That means we need to enter some value into each column of a cell here. So we can say that contain a definite value for the column and which is specified as null, which is specified as not null, which means a null value is not allowed, okay, in this constant here. And later, now let's the syntax about our not null constant. So how to write the syntax? The syntax is the opening of the square bracket, constant underscore name, closing of the square bracket, and the not null. Clear this point here? So this is the syntax about our not null constant. Now let's one simple example for our not null constant. So the create table, the table name is the employee. Clear this point here? Create table employee. Now some of the columns I am going to use in employee table. The columns are, before going to use the columns name, I am using the parenthesis bracket ID and the data type is the number and size is the 5 comma and later next one is name char 20 and constant, maybe the constant name is one, simply we can use anything nm_nn and we used the rules, the rule is the not null, okay here, comma and later the third column name is the department char of 10 comma age number of 2 comma salary number of 10. Why? Because I opened the bracket, okay, before the ID I opened the parenthesis bracket, so such bracket going to close by using the semicolon. But in this example I used one constant in table or in table employee, in column name the constant is the not null. That means whatever the value we are entering in this column we need to enter some value. Clear this point here? So which is specified, that means which is specified as not null, which means the null value is not allowed to this column, or maybe you can use the null value to our ID number, maybe you can use the null value to the department column, age column, salary, but in case of the column name you should enter some value to the column. Why? Because we already applied the constant is the not null. We know the meaning of the not null, contain a definite value for the column which is specified as the not null. We need to enter some value to the column. So this is about our not null constant. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.